RIKEN Europe Symposium 2022 will start at 9 a.m. Central European Time and 5 p.m. Japanese Standard Time. Please stay tuned until then. In the interest of time, each speaker will be presented only concisely. Please consult the program and the bio sketches in there for the details of each speaker. Again, due to the limited amount of time, there will be no Q&A session today, but you can use the chat function to send your questions and comments. We will then get back to you after the event. You are also more than welcome to contact RIKEN Europe office or my colleagues in Japan for further inquiries or exchange of ideas. After the main program, we will have 30 minutes for free networking. We'd like to encourage you to stay until then to exchange immediate comments and contacts, information and ideas. We hope that the event will serve as a trigger to promote collaborative research and innovation through the research based on infrastructures. Until the start of the event, we will show you a video presenting RIKEN.
RIKEN is defined as the National Research Institute for Natural Sciences. My name is Hiroshi Matsumoto, and the title is President of RIKEN. Our role is to cover almost all natural science areas, including engineering, physics, chemistry, biosciences, the medical sciences, and environmental research. RIKEN has many sites in Japan and UK and the US. RIKEN was founded in 1917 by the excellent top scientists in Japan. The famous achievement at RIKEN these days is discovery of the new element, 113. It's been named by RIKEN researchers as Nihonium. RIKEN has various world-famous facilities, for example, Spring 8 and the Sakura X-ray facilities, to be used for analyzing many things, including protein. And number 2 is a supercomputer K. Actual speed to the applied sciences is still number 1. The facilities of heavy ion accelerators, and it's very unique and very famous and very high quality. That's why the many scientists coming from all over the world. One good scientist, for example, is Dr. Hiroshi Sakurai.
Let me introduce our cyclotron. This cyclotron is the largest cyclotron in the world. The running beam is accelerated up to 70% of speed of light. At the beginning, beam is coming over there. Then charged particles accelerated inside the cyclotron. Accelerated beam is irradiated to the production target. Then nuclear reaction occurs to make radioactive isotopes.
These days, researchers number about 3,000. The researchers coming from the overseas to RIKEN is about 20% of the total. The personality we look for scientists is the flexibility, but also they should have their own visions for the future, not only for the research topics, but also for the future of the society. For example, Phantom, which is world famous in the genomics field, and is led by Dr. Piero Carnici.
We found that the majority of the RNA that are transcribed by the human or mouse genome are non-protein coding RNAs, non-coding RNAs, and they have a regulatory function. They regulate quite a lot of activities in the genome, and we have a growing understanding that they are very often functional. Being at RIKEN was a fantastic experience since the beginning because I could do a lot of experiments that I could not do in my home country in Italy. Neurodegenerative diseases are all the diseases where the neurons die, like Alzheimer's disease, Parkinson's diseases. Exploring long-non-coding RNA as potential therapy is one of the mission, the long-term mission that we have.
RIKEN has a very world-famous institute, which is called Brain Science Institute, BSI. And one example is Dr. Kuroda.
What I'm studying is social behavior and its brain mechanism. We found the infant attachment behavior, which I call transport response. That is, that when the parents carry the infant immediately stops crying and moving, the heart rate drops. These three components occurs within a few seconds, which is amazing, very rapid and complex response. I love my work very much because we can utilize our daily life experience or inspiration into the research, and then this research result can provide a scientific view to our daily life.
RIKEN is one of the world top research institute. That's of course our role, but at the same time, the most important point is how the science and its application are very important in the future for the sake of the survivability of the human civilization.
Good morning to Europe and good evening to Japan. Welcome to the RIKEN Europe Symposium 2022. It is a great pleasure welcoming you all to this event, despite the fact that it is entirely online without being able to offer an opportunity for physical interactions. We are happy, though, to announce that we've got over 300 registrations today. Just a couple of housekeeping announcements before we start. Speakers' profiles can be found in the program already circulated. If you have comments or questions, please use the chat function so that we can address them afterwards. You can also share your immediate thoughts and impressions during the free networking after the main program. Let me now invite the President of RIKEN, Dr. Hiroshi Matsumoto, for the welcoming speech.
Thank you, Mr. Ichioka. Dear Dr. Sakamoto, Deputy Assistant Minister and Deputy Director General, Ministry of Education, Culture, Sports, Science and Technology, MEXT. And dear Professor Wolfgang Markert, Chairman of the Board of Directors, Forschungszentrum, Jülich, and Vice President of Helmholtz Association. Dear Dr. Mike Lamont, Director of Accelerators and Technology at CERN, and dear Dr. Philip King, Director for RIKEN RAL Muon Facility at the STFC Rutherford Appleton Laboratories. Dear RIKEN alumni in Europe, and colleagues and participants, it is a great pleasure to welcome you to the RIKEN Europe Symposium 2022.2.22. RIKEN established the Europe office in November 2018, relatively recently compared to a history and long-standing partnership with Europe. Since then, we have been trying hard to further raise our research capacity and visibility in Europe through collaborative research and innovation. RIKEN is Japan's most comprehensive frontier science institute. We cover almost a full spectrum of scientific domains and fields, pursue excellence, and strive to translate the results into solutions for society. In this endeavor, we also develop and operate research infrastructures and conduct research using them. It is a central theme of this online symposium today. Research infrastructures provide facilities and services crucial for cutting-edge research. They also serve as a field of training and platforms for innovation. Today, we'll especially look at the contribution of research infrastructures to sustainability and discuss the sustainability of research infrastructure themselves, which include long-term vision and fostering next generation talents, among others. I understand that the consolidating state-of-the-art research infrastructures, sustaining them, and fostering contribution to a sustainable world is also a priority in Europe. In this regard, I look forward to keynote presentations by Forschungszentrum Jülich and CERN, two of the leading facilities and ecosystems in Europe, as well as the RIKEN RAL muon facility, a first overseas facility in operation since 1995. I am very glad to see distinguished European researchers who kindly accepted to contribute as commentator. Some of them spent time at RIKEN in their career or contributed to the quality of research. For example, Dr. Andrew Harrison spent 3 years at RIKEN as eminent scientist in the beginning of 2000s. Dr. Angela Bracco has been an active member of RIKEN Advisory Council. Dr. Marek Levitovich contributed to the nuclear physics experiments at the Nishina Center for Accelerator-Based Science. We are planning to organize RIKEN alumni network in Europe and around to facilitate collaboration through these ambassadors who know both RIKEN, Japan, and Europe. It is a pity that we cannot meet and discuss in person. But on the other hand, thanks to the online format, we could invite many participants from across Europe, as well as Japan. Visual presentation of our facilities will provide you with concrete ideas of activities at RIKEN. Our facilities and services are accessible from Europe too. There are already institutions with whom we closely collaborate, but there will be also many more opportunities for collaboration, be it a new partner or cooperation from different angles. I hope the presentation today will inspire and encourage you to consider substantial collaboration with RIKEN and beyond, based on our world-class research infrastructures. Finally, ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for your participation today, and I hope you will enjoy this symposium. Thank you very much for your cooperation. Thank you.
Thank you very much.